What up, y'all? What up, boys? Or should I go Beamer? Cause the seats hug me while I'm swerving. Yo, what?
If you always there for me, that's a really good look. I'm changing up your salary cause I'm getting to know you. Tell me your availability, I want all of you. If it's like that, then it's like that. If you lighten up like lightning, I spec it up, get feisty. And seven touch, ice it, gon' tell the world and floss.
Bro, what? Ben Dubois.
Of the physical world is death. So if you are not taking time to figure out what you
Just posting it on the story right quick. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Got this huge ass daily gap here. Probably better off using this 4 hour. Okay, got the chat open. Oh yeah, we good. We're at all-time highs too. Oh wait, actually we're not at all-time highs. We do have this. This is also on the daily though. Ooh, yeah, never mind. We're not even worried about that. The abundance of DOLs would be longs. You tapped into this fresh 4 hour. You have this 1 hour inversion. Actually, we haven't inversed it yet. We have this London swing here. Buy side. Let's go down and see what we have. Oop, maybe we have this 15-minute. Sponsored off the 4 hour. And bam. We have a 15-minute. Okay, let's see what we want to do here. You immediately rip upwards. Is there an early gap? There's also an early gap here. Just tapped into. Holy shit. Good reaction off of that. Opening this 5-minute here. I actually got this inversion here, but let's see if we can tap into this 5-minute. We tapped into the 5-minute. Oh no, wait. Ooh, I don't like that rejection wick higher. That is not looking good. Give me like 1 second. When she's walking, I'm telling when she's young. Okay, this is rough because now this is just the time I want to trade because we have this reaction up to 1 hour. We're in this 4 hour. So you want to see one of these get disrespected first before you really want to do something here. Okay, we have the sweep in the 5-minute now. Buy side above. We're still kind of rejecting off of this though. However, let's see, we are holding this 5-minute down here. Oh my goodness, where is this 5? What the fuck? Oh, bruh, I was hella confused. Okay, so we have this bearish SMT here. We've swept liquidity in this 5 minute. Do we want to beat this here? Like, we do seem more bullish, right? We have the 4 hour holding the 15 minute buy side accumulation highs above, right? So we're just not getting the most clear AMD structure here. We have this low time frame AMD, which is what I'd like to see here. So let's see. Ooh, not good. Ooh, not the biggest fan of this inversion here. Looks a little bit cleaner on here. Yeah, ES is a little bit cleaner. How are we looking through the 1 hour? We're damn near close to the 1 hour. We got a sweep in the 5 minute, and we are kind of taking off. I don't like this 5 minute chop. However, we do get our IFEG here. This is something. Would I take this? Unsponsored 5 minute in chop. This is something I'm gonna want to fade here. However, I want to say this plays out. Ooh, this is just rough dough. Ooh. Yikes. Could probably throw the stop there. Buy side here. Ooh, I don't know. I don't really like this that much. Is that our highest time frame inversion? I don't like the 5 minute chop. A 5 minute off of nothing. Not the biggest fan of that, in all honesty. I would have liked if this would have been a fresh 15 minute. Maybe we can open. Let's see if we can open. I'm going to just wait. We'll tape read this one because it is 10 a.m. right now. So, and this inversion is a new candle opening. Okay. Oh, wow. Immediate TP. So, AMD structure is really good. However, it's a 5 minute sponsored from nothing, right? So, I guess you could say this 30 minute. We don't have an hourly gap down here, though. We have this tiny one on ES, but yeah, just more so kind of understanding of it playing out. So, and we closed through that when 10 a.m. opened. So really, this is pretty good. You can see AMD sweep the lows into the 5 minute gap here, and then we take off towards buy side liquidity. I wish all trades would be like that. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can do anything else here. Ooh, okay. Do we tap into something high time frame? Not really. 5 minute inversion lower. Oh my god, we just dumped off that. Wow, your TP was high of day, yo. Wow. Okay, now we've swept in there. We've opened this 5 minute gap. We got this 1 minute IFEG back up. We opened a 15 minute at 10:45. We also have a 5 minute here though, and then a 5 minute here. I want to tape read this 5 minute mech as well here, because we have now sweep in the 4 hour. If we want to continue to be bearish, we have this higher time frame AMD structure now. 5 minutes. We're gonna open a 15 minute here soon as well. So bam, bam here. Go break even there. I don't know how this is looking. Okay, and we would be break even here. Oh wow, and we hit TP. Wow, oh my god, am I just goated with the sauce or what? That honestly was a pretty good trade. I don't like the lack of delivery there, but we wouldn't have got break even. So not bad. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna just go to the next day. Holy dog shit. I wanna kill myself. What the fuck are we doing? Oh my god, bro. Well, sell side here. Equal lows. And here's buy side. So here's the range we're operating in. Let's scroll down lower time frame. See if we can get some kind of confirmation. Wow. This looks like dookie. We have, oh my god, this looks like such ass. 15-minute here. We have this 30-minute we tapped into. Guessing we'll just run those lows. 10 a.m. we'll open this hourly gap. I'm gonna probably just wait for something and see how we open. Wow, great opening candle. Okay, we immediately rip into this 30-minute. We don't have an hourly gap. You have a 15-minute. So there's 15-minute up here. And I'm gonna mark out. Okay, we've tapped this more discounted 15-minute. Okay. So I like sell side though. Sell side is nice. London lows here. And then this is what, previous day low. Pretty much. Yeah, it is previous day low. Okay. If we want to continue bearish, we'd want to respect this condition. So we want to wait for something like that. We've now tapped into that 5-minute. Okay, we get our inversion here. Let's see that reaction off of that 5-minute. Nice. Ooh, and the 30-minute. Okay, that looks pretty good. But I just want to run those lows. We have no 5-minute. Let's see if we're kind of doing the same thing on both these pairs here. We have the bearish SMT, but we may want to come up. We've had our rebalance though on NASDAQ, so we have this SMT here where we haven't tapped into this gap on ES, so I'm just a little, it's about the only thing there. However, I don't think that's too much of a problem. I like the reaction. 30-minute, look at the 30-minute reaction too. We close all, this is all just wick. I mean, came all the way back down here. Treating this inversion like nice, and then we have just this 930 low to target with higher time frame liquidity here. I'm just targeting that low hanging fruit as I always do. Sell side here. What could fuck our trade? Other than just a higher time frame, other than just a higher time frame chop, that's the only thing I'd see, right? But we do have pretty good structure here, right? You see, came up, tap into this gap, we get our inversion off of it, clear sell side, high time frame targets decent. I just don't like. I kind of would want to have a higher time frame gap here. However, that's just not what we have. This I probably would low-key take live market. This isn't bad. I'm gonna wait. I kind of want to wait for ES to grab this 30-minute. Like we didn't grab the 30-minute like at all. Like yeah, look at that. Just made equal highs. We may not though. Like look at the 1 minute here. We may just distribute. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip it. Faggy. And my bitch bad edges lay. Not really any break even point. Okay. Nice. I like it. See the hourly. The rejection wicks lower, but we do have just this nice liquidity here. I fucking knew it. Yeah, ES wants the 30-minute, bro. Okay, resweep. Now we've tapped into the 30-minute. Now I bet we deliver lower. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Inverse this whole leg. I like that we get the move up and then instant V-shape recovery. Now I bet this is when we dip. Worse ass RR. I'm not too worried about it though, in all reality. Jeez, bruh. Let's put at this, like, hold up. Oh shit, CE of this wick here. We could even put a CE of the 5-minute wick. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's tough. Okay. We really have no reason to go back up there. High time frame. Once again, dropping this motherfucker right here, and then we can just TP there for just a smooth 1-to-1. And my bitch bad is sleep. Banger. Nice. BRB. I'm gonna use the bathroom right quick. My bad, bruh. Let me turn my mic up right quick. Is that better? Hold up, let me know. My bad, bruh. MFers joined well. Y'all got to see the beautiful trade that I just took. Is this better though? Is this better? Let me know. So really fast, right? Tap into a more discounted 30-minute. What I don't like, the only thing I don't like about this is just a 1 hour chop. Normally probably want to trade. However, low time frame, super clear. Rejection off of this 15-minute. If we look on the 30-minute chart, look at this wick. Fucking great. Hold on, let me turn me up a little bit more. How about there? I want. Did that shit just say yo KEEB? That was crazy. 1 minute inversion. Super nice AMD structure though. Into the gap. SMT with the S. Super nice. It is. Ooh, it's still 10 a.m. Let's see if we can get something else here. Okay. Are we gonna run all the way to sell side? Ooh. Are we gonna run all the way to sell side? Yo, what the hell, son? Bruh. 5-minute inversion off nothing. Okay, looks like we're just gonna fuck around the rest of the session. 10:55. I'm going to the next day. Brr, bow. Okay. See what the next day is giving us. Bro, we dead ass, bruh. Bro. There's not even... Bruh, okay. Well, we'll make this shit work, bruh. We may not be able to make this shit work, yo. Bro, what the fuck are we doing, yo? Okay, well, 15-minute gap here, and then we also have this 30-minute gap here. All the way down here. How far is that? 90 points ain't too bad. Let's just see how we open. Okay. We could have some good... no 15 minutes over here. Yikes. We do have the 15 minute there. So let's just see how we want to react off of that. Do we want to get good reaction off the 5? This... Holy shit. Super clean reaction off of the 15 minute. 930 lows right here. Where's our abundance of DOLs? Not really. The live people that trade, bro. Thanks, bro. Bro, that was a minute ago, yo. That was a minute ago. So I appreciate that, bro. You a real one. We get this 3-minute inversion. Is this our highest time frame? Yeah, we get this tiny ass 3-minute inversion off of the 15 minute. Ooh, 30 minute looks nice. It's just I normally want to see really good we do kind of have good AMD structure. However, I kind of feel like our targets I don't know. We'll tape read this. I'm not a fan of this, low key. I want to take this 948. I want to wait for something better, but we get this inversion here, so let's see if this plays out to these 930 lows here. Yo, instant fucking TP, bruh. I think it's really the 30 minute really secures it. The rejection wick higher time frame is bearish. There's just like the targets are so ass, bro. Like the targets are so butt. Like you could have. It'll probably rip. It'll probably rip down to this 30 minute. What do we think? Son. Okay, well it ripped down to that 30 minute, but maybe we can get some kind of better trade there now that we've had this like low resistance above. Okay, we've tapped into this 30 minute. I hate 30 minute gaps though, bro. Can you just give us an hourly? Now we've also closed through this hourly gap. Yikes. Let's see. Can we open a 15? No. Okay, we've opened this 5. Could be open for some kind of mech trade. Ooh. I want to see it re-sweep into a new 1 minute leg. Okay, well. Oh, that's pretty dog. Okay. Oh my god, we just dump lower. Maybe ES opened a 15 minute here. Not at all. Okay, it's 10:30. I'm gonna just go to the next day. We already had our AMD set up. I'm gonna just go to the next day. Maybe we'll get something better here. Okay. We have a 4-hour gap that'll open at 10 a.m. here. Son. We have this 15 minute here. Our abundance of DOLs is going, and then we also have this hourly here. So I want to see us tap into this hourly, generate highs above, get a trade back up to there. Because this 4-hour doesn't exist yet. See how we open? Wick into the 15 minute. We may not even want this hourly. I'd want to see this hourly get tapped though. Ooh, we have swept liquidity though. Let's see if we have something like high time frame here. We've inversed this gap. We do have buy side up here. That's 131 points away. There. Just be looking high time frame target wise. Okay, we've tapped into this. We've swept liquidity. I've been trading almost 2 years now, bro. Almost 2 years. I've been doing this bullshit looking at candlesticks. I'm fucking schizophrenic. I just don't like we're kind of longing the top. Like, we really don't have any liquidity besides like this 5. This literally like the same. We're gonna be trading the same 15 minute candle. That's like the only thing. And it looks like we'd get a 3 minute. If once we inverse the 3 minute, it'd just be dookie. Maybe trade lower. Do we want? Okay, I'd probably just wait for this hourly now. Okay, nice. We've tapped the hourly. We have these generated lows or generated highs. I mean, if we can get good reaction off of this hourly, now I'd be actually fine to take a trade higher. because we're not longing the fucking top. We've generated liquidity now. We actually could see some good AMD structure. Okay, probably have a 2 minute here. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Nice. Generated highs. 5 minute gap up here. Not really too worried about that though. We did close to this 15 minute. However, if we can see the reaction off the 1 hour higher time frame, I'd want to be bullish here. Obviously, higher time frame draw up here as well. This is nice. I'm assuming we'd eventually want to come back and run all these highs. We'd probably get redistributions lower though before that, but let's see. Ooh, it's actually a 3 minute inversion. But the V shape on this 3 minute is fucking peak. Let's see what ES is looking like. So we're not, okay, we've swept same shit. We've swept liquidity in this hourly gap. Rejection off of it is nice. 15 minutes flipped a bit bullish here. Super nice. 945 PO3 sweeping liquidity in a gap. Open low high close looks super nice. 3 minute inversion. Probably just go for the 1-to-1 here. We have a 5 minute gap here. Let's see if we open any 5 minutes. Nah, bro. Don't ever feel behind with trading, bro. Like this shit, it took me like a 1.5 years to even pass an eval, bro. And then like some more months after that to get like a fucking tiny payout, bro. So don't even stress, bro. Because the more you just compare yourself to other people, bro, the worse it gets. The worse it is, bro. Literally, you just have to know, like, you're on your own journey, bro, and don't let anyone take that away from you, bro. That's why, bro, I'm really not. I post on social media, but I don't have any socials on my phone. And I'm kind of past the point now where I kind of compare myself to other people. But I know how it is, bro, and it does suck. You fucking lost your funded today. And then you get on Instagram and everyone's calling you a donut for taking the trade. And you're like, yo, what the fuck am I doing wrong? You know? So I completely understand. But you just can't sit here and compare yourself to other people. Or you're just going to put yourself in a loop, bro. We're like, oh, I'm not passing it fast enough. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. It really doesn't. Do I want to go break even in this 5 minute? I don't know. Might as well. Actually, I might as well just TP here. I can't. Damn. Actually, I really am confident we'll run these highs, especially with the liquidity above. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna rip this. I'm gonna rip this hoe. Bam. Why are we getting such rejection? I'm liking the rejection. This 1 minute is holding, but why are we rejecting going higher so much? The delivery off that was just butt, yo. What the hell? Okay. We've now waked into that 5 minute. I'm going to put my stop to break even. Just want us to run those highs. Wow. Lack of delivery there was so butt, bro. We got such good AMD structure. I'm assuming we'll run these highs. Like, look at the hourly close all the way back up again. Huge rejection wick, high time frame. And we literally just do not deliver. Would I have got the 1-to-1? No. Wouldn't even have got the 1-to-1, yo. Maybe if I TP'd at the 5 minute, but yeah. I was hella confident we were going to run these highs. Let's see. Maybe we do. Oh, shit. Maybe not. Okay. We got a resweep in the 1 hour. Now we have just this generated liquidity. I don't know why we're rejecting that 5 minutes so much. That's genuinely insane to me, bro. Oh, we're going to need a 5 minute IFEG. Oh, my God, yo. Okay, well, now it's 11. I'm going to just go to the next day. Of course, bro. I appreciate you, bro. That's what I do this shit for. I just be trying to teach other folks, bro, because in all reality, bro, that's really the only thing that matters, bro. Like, I learned this shit. It took me a while. It took a lot of fucking heartache, but This is great because I can teach other people now, so I fucking love it. Ooh, this daily, we are in this huge 300-point daily gap. I don't know how I feel about that. Sweat previous day low, 4 hour above. Let's see, we're gonna open it hourly at 10 a.m. I appreciate you though for tuning in, bro. You're a fucking go, dog. Genuinely, what a dog. We are bullish off this 15-minute lower time frame. Does look lower time frame. We're starting to get the reversal. However, high time frame looks quite bearish. We're operating inside of this hourly gap here. Abundance of DOLs is going to be higher, right? But we're inside of this huge gap, so I'd like to see reaction off that. We could have this nice high time frame buy model where we have our accumulation here, we've distributed into this gap, and then we get our distribution higher now. Hopefully though, hopefully, but we're gonna see. Let's just see how price wants to open here. Okay, we're getting super strong reaction off of that. This 5-minute though, a mech would be nice here if we had some kind of untapped gap. Like if this 30-minute was untapped, could potentially see a trade to that. However, right now I don't know if we'd want to rebalance before just going higher. So we're gonna use this 5-minute as a condition. Okay, instantly ran through the 5-minute. You have these generated lows here. However, like this is a time. This is like the most important thing in trading right now, playing defense, where we are in between, we're in this 30-minute gap. We're rejecting this 30-minute gap, right? And then we're also rejecting this 1 hour gap. So just don't trade. Literally the easiest thing, right? Just don't trade right now because price is unclear. There's no AMD structure. What do you do when price opens? Fuck, hold up. What do you do when price opens in the middle of previous day candle? Okay, so no matter what, wherever price opens, the day, right, it doesn't matter, right? Because what I do, the way that I always find my bias, right, is you look, I drop in 4 hour chart. Okay, you notice we have this 4 hour above, we have accumulated above. Okay, where's our abundance of DOLs going to be? Above, right? So for one, I'm thinking, okay, the abundance of DOLs would be buy side, so I want to look for a long. Now what would confirm a long here? Okay, for us to react off this 4 hour, off this swept liquidity, but we're kind of not. We're really not reacting off of this 4 hour at all. So then you go lower time frame. What's happening lower time frame? Well, currently we've wicked into this hourly gap and we're getting a super strong reaction off it. As you can see, we tap into the hourly gap and then we get an immediately 5-minute inversion. However, I wouldn't probably ever take this 5-minute inversion because we're still bullish off this 15-minute. We're holding this 15-minute, right? So your target is swept liquidity in a gap. So you could take this inversion and it could play out, right? It's always a coin flip with trading, but you just never know, right? Wow, immediately fucking stopped out, okay? So we can see now we've swept liquidity in this 15-minute. So for me to take a trade, I'd want to see this gap get disrespected. You want to just, no matter what your bias is, because it can always flip, right? I never come into the day and I'm like, okay, I need longs, I need shorts. You want to wait for the fair value gaps to get respected or disrespected, okay? So right now we're still respecting this 15-minute, okay, but I don't want a long because we're inside of this 1 hour gap. I'd want to see this 1 hour gap get disrespected. And we're kind of just chopping right now, right? So if we wanted to go, okay, so now we can see we are, okay, actually this isn't too bad now, because now if we can see, we open this hourly gap below, right? We're extremely bearish off of this 1 hour. Higher time frame is already bearish. However, the thing that I don't like is the targets, right? You're targeting swept liquidity inside of a gap. It's just a huge void here, right? So this is probably just the day that I want to trade. This is just the day that I want to trade, right? We have just 5-minute chop. We're not doing really anything. And then as you see, look, we get a short lower. We tap into the 1 hour. Okay, so now we've tapped into the 1 hour. If we can close through this and maybe get some kind of continuation gap, a 15-minute, I'd be willing to take that. Okay, we've opened this 5-minute now. We could get a continuation off of here. Oh, it's 10:30. This is rough. Okay, bam, we've tapped into this. Let's see. Oh, we're still reacting super bearish off of this. These wicks higher are really throwing me off here. We have tapped into this to have a 15-minute, maybe a 15-minute on ES. Nothing. Okay. So yeah, we can tape read some stuff here, but I probably wouldn't be taking anything this day. If we can get a good reaction off the 5 minute, and we're not, we just inverse the 5 minute. Yeah, so this is the day that I just wouldn't trade, guys. This is just dog shit. I mean, you can see if you go into the 15 minute and we're just stuck in this range, we haven't moved. Like this is we're just stuck in this range, bro. We're not just doing anything. So preserver capital, I wouldn't even trade in some shit like this, bro. This is actually ass. Genuinely terrible. I'm gonna do one more day though, right quick, because I got food and my girl trying to go do something. Still haven't tapped into this 4 hour. We have this liquidity resting below. We could get a trade up to this 4 hour. That'd be sick. Let's see, daily, still in this gap. Previous day low here. Previous day high. Ooh, we also have this 4 hour gap is also a daily gap. So we can just do a daily FEG here because it is a daily gap. Okay, nice. So longs here would actually be really nice. We have generated liquidity leading up to a high time frame gap. This is literally what I love seeing here. No 4 hour, 1 hour. Let's see, and we also have a 15 minute here. We have a 15 minute here, and then we also have an hourly gap right there. I'd love to see if we could come and then rebalance this range, which would be kind of tapping into this 1 hour. So let's just see here. Okay, nice. So we've tapped into the nice longs here. Now this you can see, okay? Abundance of liquidity above, leading up to a high time frame gap, okay? We have this range here. We've came to equilibrium of the range, and this is what I always do when I come into the day. So a good day like this, abundance of DOLs higher, okay? You mark out your range. You see what are we respecting versus disrespecting. We have this hourly gap that we tap into, and we close above all these gaps. We close above this 30 minute. We're respecting all of these bullish gaps. So now this confirms our DOL of this daily gap. I am 100% certain that we are going to go to this daily gap from what's price is telling us now. Okay? So now after this 1 hour, we could see go lower time frame. See, we have a 3 minute inversion. We might get this 5 minute here. Okay, yeah, so we have this 5 minute. I probably wouldn't really care about this 5 minute. I would go back and just take this 3 minute here, in all honesty. Because in the leg, it's going to be this three minute inversion here. Super clean AMD structure into a gap. Look at the reaction off this. Look at our 15 minute, like look at our 15 minute candle, bro. We're going to this daily gap. I guarantee you. Okay, so we're going to rip this 3 minute IFEG here. Stop, make sure your stop. I'd put my stop all the way down here. Up to the daily. Right here. We really shouldn't go lower. Let's use our 5 minute. And then let's just, what I like to do is mark out CE of the wick. Bam, right there. Daily gap. Let's just target the 1-to-1. We can go break even in the gap here. Let me take that back 1 candle. Okay, go ahead and rip this here. I'm gonna just put my stop loss here. I'd be fine taking the break even. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm pretty certain we will go higher. Wow, $1,000 stop loss, yo. What are we thinking? Does this trade rip or do we get stopped out? Higher time frame, we really have no reason to go. Look at the draws of liquidity. Not 930 highs here. I think this is London highs here. Yep, London highs right there. Honestly, I want to give my trade room to breathe, but I think that we could get a super easy 1-to-1, putting our stop at the body open, and then just ripping something like that, or even just ripping the 1-to-1. Normally, I really only do 1-to-1s because this would be we're sweeping liquidity here. So that's what I'm thinking. But you know what? We will put our stop down here for the maximum invalidation point, and then we'll just let that thing ride for the 1-to-1 here. Going break even in this daily for value gap. And then we also want to make sure, oh, no way. Fuck, ES is in our target. Actually, not yet. This 4 hour. Let's see. Yes, that's there. So, wait, can I put an alert? No, you can't, fuck. You can't do an alert on TradeZilla. That's cool, though. Super displacing though. High time frame looks so good, bro. We are in this 15-minute. I don't really think that's... I'm not really worried about that though. I mean, look at this displacement here. We're just gonna let this rip, yo. Yeah, bro. This shit's shit's 50-50, but I'm confident, low-key. Nice. We are chopping AF. ES is tapped into our draw here now. Just tapped into it, so we're gonna go break even now that we've taken our draw on ES and we TP'd. So yeah, I really like that trade. You can see we hit equilibrium of this range, generated liquidity leading up to a high time frame gap. My favorite kind of liquidity pools. Look at the 15-minute, 9:30. We wicked all the way down here. Huge rejection wick, 50-point rejection wick, holding all these bullish gaps. I mean, we get our 3-minute inversion. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that, man. Simple as that, bro. Come on. I don't know why we're rejecting. I don't know why we're having such this lack of delivery, but really weird. Okay, I'm gonna do one. I said this was the last day. I'm gonna do one more day. We having a good time, boys. We're having a good time. I will come back. I'm gonna be playing a game when I come back, though. I'm gonna be streaming a little fucking this game that I found that's hella fun. Ooh, okay. This huge bearish candle is insane. So, like, we mark out our DOL. So we have the 4-hour gap here. We're delivering off of this 4-hour gap. Hopefully we can get a rebalance and trade to this 4-hour because it's clear that this is going to be our target. Ooh, yikes. Please have a 15-minute. Nothing. Okay, so we'll probably just rip right into this into this 4-hour. Yeah, okay. Figured, yo. Okay. Instant reaction off of that. Could have some really good AMD structure here. I don't like this wick all the way up here. This is a data wick though, I'm assuming. Let's see. This has got to be a data wick, not journal, calendar. Why am I all the way to January? Where am I at? February 14th. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Isn't it a bank holiday? It's definitely a bank holiday, yo. Is it not a bank holiday? Yeah. We had inflation at 8:30. I guess Valentine's Day isn't a bank holiday, but I probably want to be trading today anyway. Okay, let's see if we have like 30-minute as well. I don't know though. Like higher time frame, we do look. We're also gonna open an hourly here. Maybe we can fuck around until then. Because we're not going to open this hourly gap until 10 a.m. and we have a ways to go. I do like the generated liquidity though leading up to it. Okay, 2-minute gap. Damn, hella strange. 2-minute gap is our highest time frame inversion in this case. We're getting really good reaction off of these hourly gaps, this 4-hour gap here. I just don't like that we're inside of these higher time frames. So this is probably something that I'd fade, but I bet you it plays out. Wait, do we get the 3-minute? Technically 3-minute inversion here. We're gonna go ahead tape breed this one. Just for the 1-to-1, once again. Take my slice and get out. We'd probably run all the way back up to these data highs. You know what, fuck it, I'm not even taking this trade anyway. Why are we fucking around? Let's just take it all the way back up to data highs. See what ES is looking like, making sure. Holy rejection wick, nice. Okay, we haven't inversed it yet, but clearly gonna flip bullish here. Maybe not though, because higher time frame is definitely bearish. Let's see, like high time frame. Ooh, yeah, we're just in this chop right now. Ooh, actually 4 hours bullish, but we're just in between PD rays. PD arrays. So, ooh, I like this rejection on the 15-minute. What am I saying though? I'm not even taking this. Let's just mark out our gap right quick though. IFEG. I'm so used to doing that, bro. I don't know why. Let's see. Son.
You go live.
Ain't no way we just edge data highs like that to just fucking come all the way back down. This is why I be taking 1-to-1s, bro. But I'm going to stop it on there, boys. Little 45-minute stream. Hella sauce. Hella questions. I appreciate y'all, boys. Tune in tomorrow. I'm doing this shit every day. I haven't been doing it the past couple of days because I've been doing some hella shit. But alrighty, boys. I'm going to hop off here. I'll be back on live, though, in a little bit playing the game. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you.